We kind of came to them and proposed a solution that we could come in and kind of fix some of these problems that they were having, which damages was part of it, but also loss of equipment. A competitor at the time that was handling the dollies, they had just won a contract with Amazon, and a big portion of their business is shipping to homes. You mix up all this brand new Amazon equipment and furniture and couches going into homes, you're risking losing some medical equipment. And so we came in and proposed, we don't ship to homes, so we proposed a commercial white glove network solution for them. And that ended up intriguing them. They gave us a trial. They were having around with the incumbent, at the time they were having around 4 to 5 escalations per week on we're missing equipment, the driver forgot to pick this up, and we came in and we brought those escalations down to about 1 a month. I knew that they were a medical equipment company, and there was high value medical equipment that they were moving that was perfect fit for us. So that's why I tried to call on them. I was somehow able to get through some stakeholders without having to go through an RFP, because an RFP is really hard to win if a company doesn't know you at all. Through those stakeholders, they pointed out something that they were having challenges with, which was the dollies. And that's when I was able to get us a trial without even giving them any costs. So it's kind of a miracle, but that's part of our job as sales reps, is trying to find these miracles.
So I focus more on all the shipments coming out of Indianapolis. It's all their ultrasound machines. We have certain states that we deliver to. And then I focus on the dolly side of the business. The hospitals use these dollies to move around the bigger equipment inside the hospitals. And then we end up shipping later down the road, we ship those dollies back. I think on the dolly part of it, having our partners build the pallets for these specific size dollies, sometimes they are able to be taken apart. But I do know that almost every shipment we have that goes back to UMI, we have to palletize it and package it and shrink wrap it. And so when the agents, actually our partners, pick up, we have to have them tell us once they get it back to their dock, and reweigh it, redim it, once it's packaged and all that.
Some people think white glove is just dropping something off, but you're bringing it in. So there's different elements to it, but we consider white glove is more that detailed delivery that you can have 1 to 2 men bringing it in, taking the trash, removing it. That's a kind of a white glove service, or it can be up to 4 to 6 men crews with a foreman. That, like I said, the full PPE gear, industrial helmet, hats, gloves, vests, steel-toed shoes, multiple trucks, multiple dollies, moving 25,000-pound systems into a hospital, or removing 25,000 pounds. You've got your door covers, corner covers, wall covers, your extra masonite to take in. So that's full white glove service right there.
We show up and we masonite the floor, we take care of all that, and we're full white glove services to remove the equipment out of hospitals. That way they can move the new equipment into the hospitals. So we were doing that from, starting in 2018. And then now, since then, we're now moving or delivering their ultrasound machines, anesthesia machines, incubators, medical treadmills. We're delivering those into the hospitals now. And it's full white glove service, unpack, remove trash. I know at the beginning when we started getting the ultrasound machines, there was some labeling discrepancies because there were different numbers that were being used on the labels. And so Pegasus decided to go ahead and mail them out pre-assigned tracking labels so that we have our Pegasus number on it, because sometimes it can be labeled with 3 different numbers, and so when it arrives it's like what goes with what. So now we have specific assigned tracking numbers, so all around the board every shipment is labeled with our tracking number, which helps prevent loss or any of that.
We did go to our solutions team and propose some of the challenges that they were having, and what could we do to offer. The big part of what we were able to tell them as far as messaging was we had a commercial white glove network, and we didn't ship to homes, and we were going to help mitigate some of the loss that they were having, some of the damages that they were having, but also we built specific SOPs. So we built an internal SOP with pictures of the dollies, all the cabinets. So what we're shipping is 1,000-pound dollies that ship MRI coils into hospitals. So these coils are 3,000 pounds. So you can't just use a little dolly to ship in a coil. So that's what we're moving. So we move these industrial dollies on site about a week before the delivery of the big, huge MRI machines. Creating those detailed SOPs internally, and then also creating some external ones so that the customer could see what we're doing to make sure that, you know, we are delivering on time, we are delivering accurately. They're starting to move some different modalities to us, and I think the size of Pegasus, not being a huge billion-dollar forwarder, kind of being in that niche size of a $500 million freight forwarder, but also the centralized teams gives us flexibility to be able to build and create solutions for them. So you look at ultrasound machines. At the end of the day, during the pandemic, we were moving respirators. So they came to Pegasus to help move some of this equipment that was truly saving people's lives, to get that out to these hospitals as quickly as possible because they needed so many at the time. You know, they came to Pegasus for that.
I think back to my little niece actually, which is a little more on a personal level, and she was born really premature, and she needed to be in an incubator, and the baby warmers that we shipped as well. And I just think of all those babies in there that needed them. And so it's very important that we get them on time, very little or no damages, because it's very important to these babies.